What's going on? It's Suk and I'm back with a brand new video on SuperDuprTech. And in today's video, I'll be showing you the results that I got when running a number of different benchmarking tests on the 2022 M2 powered 11-inch iPad Pro. Also, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you are new around here, then I must ask you to hit the subscribe button, clicking the bell icon to be notified of when a new video goes live. But without any further ado, let's hit the titles. So the first benchmarking application which I ran on this iPad was Geekbench 6. Now Geekbench is good as it runs a number of different tests and algorithms, and once these have been completed, it'll then give us a score based on time taken to complete the task. So when testing the single core performance of this iPad CPU, it gave a score of 2,525, and when testing the multi-core performance, it gave a score of 9,081. And when running the Geekbench 6 compute test through Metal, I got a score of 45,694. The next series of tests which I ran on this iPad Pro were once again from Geekbench, but this time from the machine learning set of tests. So when testing the CPU, I got a score of 1,051. And when using the GPU to conduct these machine learning tests, I got a score of 3,455, but when using the neural engine, I got a slightly less score at 3,140. Which is quite interesting to see. The next application which I ran on this iPad Pro was GFXBench Metal. Now GFXBench runs a number of different tests which vary from higher and lower levels of intensity. Now in the interest of saving some time, I have calculated the average across each category. So for the higher level intensive tasks, I got an average of 121.73 frames per second. And the average I got for the lower intensive tasks was 206.54 frames per second. And as you can see on screen, I am showing you each individual result. I then ran a Wi-Fi network speed test and got download speeds of 187 megabits per second and upload speeds of 58.3 megabits per second. I ran the test once again and got a download speed of 185 and an upload of 56.5. And the interesting thing here is I should not be getting anywhere near as low speeds. As you can see, I then pulled out an older iPhone 12, and with this I got download speeds of 495 megabits per second and upload speeds of 100 megabits per second. The next test that I ran was the AnTuTu benchmark test, and this test is quite good as it tests all aspects of the iPad. So for this test, I got a score of 1,198,531. The next test I ran from AnTuTu was the AnTuTu HTML benchmark, and for this test I got a score of 71,856. The final test I ran from AnTuTu was their disk speed test. Now for this test I got a score of 46,010. Now you can pause the screen here to see the sequential read and write speeds of the storage. The next test I ran come from 3D Mark, and when running the wildlife test, it maxed this test out with it averaging 105.4 frames per second. So when running the wildlife stress test, the highest score I got was 14,210 and the lowest I got was 10,710, which is indeed a decrease in performance of 28%. The next test I ran was the wildlife extreme test, and with this test I got a score of 4,314 and I got an average of 25.8 frames per second. I also ran the wildlife extreme stress test, and the highest score I got was 5,384 and the lowest was 3,675, which is a decrease in performance of 37%. The next test I ran on this iPad Pro was to export a 4K video project using iMovie. It's worth noting that this video project had a total length of 5 minutes and 24 seconds, and it took this iPad Pro 3 minutes and 6 seconds to export. As you can get Final Cut Pro on this iPad, I also wanted to see how it would perform. So when exporting using Final Cut Pro, it took 3 minutes and 33 seconds to complete. Also, when exporting the same video project using Final Cut Pro, it took 3 minutes and 39 seconds to export. So it's quite interesting to see that in this instance, Final Cut Pro was a little slower than iMovie. although I'll probably put that down to the fact that iMovie has been available on an iPad for many years, whereas Final Cut Pro has barely been out for a year. So that'll be it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to hit the like button, and if you are new around here, then be sure to subscribe clicking the bell icon to be notified of when a new video goes live. As always, if you have got any questions with anything you've seen, then be sure to leave them down below in the comment section, or alternatively you can hit me up on my social media, links to which can be found down below in this video's description. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care and have a good one.